Did you ever think about what might be hiding behind that stealthy surface of the computer monitor? It seems to explode with information of all kinds at the touch of a key. But is anything happening inside when the monitor is dark? Let's take a closer look. It's too dark. Let's have a little light, please. Aha! Let there be light. Look! There it is! A whole city inside the computer. The name of the city is Pixletown. Gravity here works in the round. Vehicles drive upside down and sideways, and the network of roads disappears into the distance over the horizon. 3 large lamps provide the light of a virtual sun. Let's take a closer look. And closer. Closer yet. We've reached the point where we can observe the building blocks of Pixletown, where we can see the individual points of light, known as pixels. There are whole cities aside from Pixletown built inside the computer network, and that whole territory is known as Pixeldom. Pixeldom is populated by 3 generations of pixels. Pixels are electronic beings made of RGB elements. They are the electronic image of humanity, and observing them, we almost recognize ourselves. They come in male and female genders, which are distinguished by color, the females being mostly warm colors and the males cool. However, when they're born, they are all almost green. Both genders turn purple when they're angry or confused. We've arrived at our final destination, where the point of light composes the very picture we see on the monitor. Now let's see who lives in this English Tudor house. These 3 generations of pixels come in many hues, black and white, colorful ones, and even brilliant shades. The oldest generation of pixels, the black and white ones, live in big old-fashioned houses with gardens and front lawns. This is Grandpa 8-Bit and his wife, Oma, who still loves to boss everyone who finds himself in her vicinity. The old generation needs to recharge a few times every day and at least twice every night. Since there aren't enough outlets in their old house, Oma has to unplug the blender, the coffee pot, and then climb on the kitchen counter in order to recharge her batteries. A frequent visitor of Oma's was lonely Miss Firefox. She'd never married as she was considered too hot to handle by all of her suitors. She loved visiting with Oma, who immediately prepared her famous Java tea, mainly because she liked showing off her rare antique china. However, due to Oma's bad sight, she often confused her virtual fireplace with her visitor. Mr. Megabyte is a Napoleonic mayor of Pixletown who lets nothing slip his notice. His never-sleeping third eye makes sure that he is informed of all the goings-on. He has to be on his guard constantly because he holds another secret job. He is Elvirus's collaborator. His wife, Margina, enjoys her husband's power, as well as their wealth, and her ever-yelping poodle, Dot. Ms. Pippin is a member of the middle generation. She's a teacher, as well as the mother of 3 children, the twins Rom and Ram, and their little sister, Lisp. Rom and Ram are the twin children of Ms. Pippin and Cursor. They're very different from each other, even if they are twins. Rom likes sweet, while Ram prefers sour. Rom likes school, Ram prefers games. However, they do like each other. Ms. Pippin is a devoted mother who likes nothing more than coming home and hugging her 3 children, the twin brothers Rom and Ram, and their little sister Lisp. Ram, Rom, and their little sister Lisp made a very rambunctious trio. Every community is given only one cursor, and Pixletown's is named Curse. He possesses some powers that even the villain Elvirus is not able to master. Curse is Miss Pippin's husband and the kid's father. It's time to meet Elvirus, the most dangerous Pixletown enemy. Not even one pixel is safe from her ravenous appetite. Elvirus's enormous slimy body is so large that she can't lift herself above the horizon. Her very existence depends on being fed a constant diet of pixels, to which purpose she employs a slimy army of bugs, bites, and silicones. But enough of those horrors for now. Back to the happy pixels. Oma likes to babysit, as well as instruct the youngest generation. Here she's introducing them to the original light bulb, perfected by Tesla. All children have their birthstones stored somewhere on or inside their clothes. Rom has his black pearl easily accessible on his left knee. Once removed, the birthstone's able to transform into just about anything that its owner desires. It could be a toy, it could be a game. Each pixel of the youngest generation stores their favorite programs onto their own birthstones. In order to activate them, they have to pluck them, throw them upward, and squash them on their way down. That action transforms them into a toy, a game, a pet, or even a book, which would be considered a relic. The beads could even become a skateboard, which could be collapsed after its use and rolled up like a scroll, and then squashed together to become the birthstone again. And then instantly it would be attracted back to its original place. The toys could be as simple as a rag doll, or as complex as anything that the imagination allows. Nighttime's the usual time for rest and sleep, unless of course the keyboard becomes active. The most comfortable position for sleep is floating above a magnetic field, which at the same time recharges every sleeping pixel, as well as his or her accessories. Waking up happens in stages. As the resolution improves, their color appears. Good morning! A virtual bath starts by dipping the big toe into an apparently wet surface. This causes a wet ribbon to rise. Well, it's not really wet, it only appears so. It wraps itself around the body and cleanses it of any impurities or dirt. The bath can last anywhere from a nanosecond to a minute. It depends on whether it's a boy or a girl. Pixels love nature, but there isn't much of it in their environment, so they're amazed at anything that might resemble it, like this bubble butterfly. Pixels are able to move all over the world via modem trains. They zip from computer to computer and from continent to continent in a matter of nanoseconds. On one trip, Miss Pippin's evening gown was super light and made her float. She was even mistaken for a flying saucer. Miss Pippin loves dressing up for an evening out. She enjoys opera, but there's nothing in Pixletown, so she had to zip over to La Scala Pix. She didn't mind, since it only took a mere nanosecond. Life in Pixletown is, for the most part, a pleasant one. If only it weren't for Elvirus and her slimy army. Thankfully, the pixels do have someone looking out for them. Someone who's willing to stand up and protect them from the evil Elvirus. And that someone is Cursor. You can always count on Cursor to come to the rescue. Hope you've enjoyed your peek into Pixletown. If you want to learn more, pick up the book by Maria Miletić-Dail, Pixletown.